Hey, good morning, anyone who is seeing this. It's Friday morning, and I'm Michelle Oliver. I'm here with my good friend, Greg R.
That's right.
And this is actually, I know we're streaming on LinkedIn and Facebook and YouTube and wherever, but this is actually a very personal message that I want to share today. So we're here on a beautiful Friday morning, and my friend Greg, we met in 2016. Do you care if I tell kind of the story? Okay. So we met in 2016 in Estes Park, and Greg came into the Lazy Bee one day, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's an adult to hire. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
I need a bartender. Is there any chance you could bartend? And Greg was like, sure, I could bartend. Well, he came to be known as like the Zen bartender because he doesn't drink. And somehow you knew how to serve a beer.
Yeah.
There was a past there.
Yeah.
And he was so calm and so gracious and so kind and appreciative. As a matter of fact, that profile was basically made up everyone who worked there. And it was just kind of a miracle. It was so quiet and calm, and he was the Zen bartender. So what has happened is we found out we had all these interesting connections with my dad, and with the 12-step community, especially in Estes Park, because of Harmony Foundation up there. So the reason we're doing this video, and I'm doing all the talking, I'm going to let Greg talk in a second, is that we have come to, well, actually, Greg, this was Greg's idea. Greg was influenced by my dad pretty powerfully.
Very much so.
As were a lot of people. My dad did a lot of 12-step. He did a lot of spiritual retreats and stuff for the 12-step community. So Greg and I have come together and we are offering a retreat that we want to tell you about. I'm going to do a little introduction, then you're going to talk, okay? Because I'm over talking here because I'm all weird and nervous about this. This is a personal passion. Actually, when I think of my dad, like carrying on the legacy of what he did is what this is. He had a way of seeing in people this is weird because this is actually what I'm really good at too. It's the gift of seeing the possibility and the potential inside a person and walking that journey with them and kind of just holding their hand and showing them what's possible for them. He helped hundreds of people and really opened the door to the spiritual aspect that comes from the 12 steps. I guess that's a very kind of edited way of saying it. So we're going to offer in about a month from now, the first part of October, and I'll put a link in this description, a retreat for the 4th step. So let's talk about the 4th step, okay?
4th step is a very, very important dynamic in your recovery. That's where we get in touch with ourselves, and we have to be completely honest with ourselves. And a lot of people find that hard to do. A lot of people have found that they've never done that. So I take everybody into that dynamic and getting in touch with ourselves, and then we make the inventory out. That takes time, and then after we get that all together, then Michelle will take it over and work on the release techniques.
Okay, so we have so much to share about this, but why would they want to be with us? So do you want to tell them a little bit about your background?
Yeah, a little bit of background. I came to Harmony twice, and the first time I just didn't get it, and then the second time, that's where I really got into my be in touch with myself. And I admitted that I was powerless over alcohol, completely embraced it, completely accepted it. And that's where I got in touch with myself. Thanks to Michelle's father, Paul. He was very instrumental in helping me with my list. And it was the first time I was ever completely honest with myself. It was very painful at first, but as soon as I completed that step, it was very, very healing. And I want to share that beautiful gift with everybody.
Yeah, I think so. What we really are bringing to the table are a number of things. Number one, it's really just having people who've been where you are. So if you happen to be working the 12 steps, you just started, or you've been doing it for 30 years, or it just doesn't matter. This is an opportunity for you to go through this 4th step process and pull up anything that you haven't dealt with. And then I work with you on releasing it. I've been working in personal development and coaching and for many, many years. And you can go read our bios from the link that I'll put in here. So that's really the first thing. Just having people that have been through it and understand what you're going through. It doesn't matter what group you're in, what the issues are, or how long you've been struggling with things. It's incredible how we can struggle with the same thing for decades and decades. And there's a joke, and I think I put this on our landing page, but I've heard this many times in the 12-step community, where people are like doing the waltz, the 12-step waltz, where they're like steps 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, but they never get around to doing the 4th step. And they wonder why they keep repeating and looping these patterns. So it's a tremendous opportunity for you to just face it, move through it in an environment of love and compassion and support. The other thing is, Greg just bought this beautiful, gorgeous retreat center. Oh, you have a postcard. Wind River Chalet and Retreat House. And you'll be able to see this on the landing page. You guys, it's in Du Bois, Wyoming, and it is a really magical place. Like, it's one of those places like going into a blue zone. Like when you go to Costa Rica and you go there and you're like, how does my body feel so healed already? You will love it. And it's got this here, look at, it's got a beautiful pond. It's up, what is it, like 10 minutes out of town?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are nature trails, and we're going to have all kinds of incredible exercises and experiences that you can read all about. But we just wanted to come on and do this video and introduce ourselves and invite you to call and learn a little bit more, or share this with anyone that is looking for some support to just, you guys, like, it's time to let it go. And you can't let it go if you don't just look at it. Think how many times we just push things down. Have you ever done that?
Oh, many times.
Yeah, well, Greg went through treatment how many times?
Total 4 times.
4 times. So you too. I mean, if anybody knows about that.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm making a joke about it, but seriously, the most difficult thing is to stand up again and try again.
Yeah, that's right.
That is an act of it's an act of self-love, which is kind of where everything starts, like betting on yourself again when everyone else has given up on you. And when you give up on yourself, we do that in so many areas of life. So anyway, we are so excited about this. And what else do you want to share with them about being up there?
I think you said it all, Michelle. It's just a beautiful surrounding place. Lots of nature around there, lots of beautiful wildlife. There'll be lots of activities. We'll be doing lots of talking, lots of journaling, and lots of healing. That's the most important thing.
Do you feel how calm he is? Yeah. So I talk too much and Greg is like, oh. We'll have some meditation. There is a spiritual aspect to everything, of course. So playfulness, you know, it can get it can feel serious. So I want to share some really magical techniques with you of how you can pull these issues up and then just actually really let go of them. So we invite you to come with us October 6th through 8th. Did you put that on here? Is that?
No, that's just.
Oh my gosh, and it's decorated. Go to our landing page and look at this place. And there's like 5 fireplaces.
Yes. And
So
we have an outdoor fire pit also, so we can have campfires.
S'mores and all that fun stuff. And it'll be right when everything is getting kind of cooler. So it'll be cozy and intimate. And we just invite you to come heal with us. Heal
Lots
and
of
play.
fellowship.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be a reasonably small group. So there will be intimate conversations, and gosh, the more I talk about it, the more excited I am.
Well, I am too. It'll be a fun time.
All right. So any closing comments, Greg?
Well, we look forward to having you guys.
Yeah. So, please reach out. If you have any questions, give me a call or comment or DM me or whatever, and happy to answer any questions. Okay. God bless everyone. Have a beautiful weekend.